Hussein, very good. That's exactly what we got to talk about. Hussein Munamir says, love your content. That's very good. That's powerful karmas, people coming in. Welcome to the service, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. We got some red pill grifters to talk about, quite frankly. And it's a grift war. The grifters are attacking each other. And I think that's a very interesting video and lots to talk about there. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Hindus attacking Valentine's Day, the Hindus versus Valentine's Day. We've got to talk about that. Because I'm not happy with my community. The attacks that they've done on Valentine's Day, I don't like it. I don't like it. I just saw the saddest video I've seen. I actually don't even want to show it on the podcast, but I saw this video of this Muslim guy getting beat up by a bunch of Hindus because he asked a Hindu girl on a date, and I just said, it's unacceptable. The Hindu fucking nerdism, it's ridiculous. It's embarrassing. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that, and then we're just gonna do like a general red pill review. There's a couple of red pill people that I do want to review because it is important for the community, for the culture. Like, guys aren't getting pussy. That's it. Guys aren't getting pussy, and that's fucking dangerous, people. That's goddamn dangerous. That could collapse the whole goddamn society. That's not a threat. That's not me saying, hey, ladies, come on, have sex more easily. I'm not saying that. Would it be good for everyone? Maybe. I don't know. What I am saying, though, is that when you have large groups of men and they're not getting any pussy, shit starts going down. Okay? Things get violent. It's not good for the culture. And no sex rate is at an all-time high. And then Hussein Munawar, Hussein Munawar has also a link, but I can't show this as a link, dude. Birth gap. I can't copy and paste this. What the fuck, dude? This is ridiculous. Why can't I copy and paste this link? Hussein, I can't copy and paste it. Yo, can you send it to my Instagram? I don't know. There's no way I can figure that even out right now. You got to give me something like typable. Because I do want to talk about this childless epidemic. This is a big issue too. Well, guys aren't getting enough. This is another issue with the guys not getting enough laid enough. You know what I'm saying? This is another issue with guys not getting laid enough. It's like there's the one issue for sure. There's one issue for sure, which is that guys start going crazy. Too many incels, they'll start going crazy. Attacks happening in China, happening in India. This is the reality, people. I'm just letting the community know what the hell's going on. Yeah, sex is at an all-time low. It's creating real division and strife. There's a real division and strife among the genders. Hussein is saying that there's a childlessness epidemic. I blame capitalism on that one. I feel like that's a little bit on capitalism, that like everyone has to get a job. Okay, well, no one's having kids then. Let the immigrants in then, and that's it. If everyone has to work, then who's going to raise the kid? You know what I mean? But yeah, lots to talk about. Lots to talk about for the community, for the culture. But first I want to open with this guy because it is on our thumbnail. And I found this very interesting video. And this goes into a whole bunch of controversies in the Manosphere community. Now, like I was saying, guys aren't getting pussy. It's at an all-time low. High number of virgins, high number of incels. So what does that mean? Monticello Avenue, correct, it is a church. It is church. I'm gonna change this music though. But it is a church, and it is like these guys, these I think they're grifters. This is what I mean when I say the guys aren't getting enough pussy. So now there's actually a whole community of people who teach them how to be tough, how to get laid. And I actually do support, I feel like, pickup artists more. But then this is another level of pickup artists. I feel like pickup artists is actually not bad because at least it's a solution oriented. But this is a whole other movement called like a red pill movement, where it's basically just teaching guys to like, don't love women. This is what they're teaching. And just recently, a couple of them got into a beef. Abba and Preach were talking about this as well. But let's just start this video and you'll see the part. It's so silly.
In the red pill space these days, which is, a big chunk of the Manosphere.
Yo, can you guys hear that? Hold on a second. Let me just make sure the audio is 100%. Yes, share audio. Yes, God is great, and God is great, and God is great.
They take this red pill, they wake up and they realize feminism's stupid. It's all a scam. It's a really like a hateful movement. Men should be masculine. They get some ideas, right? But they don't realize that they're still living in this like system of control, but not really free. And that's why you have these guys, they support, for example, they simp.
Wow, this one's a different red hat. He has 100% toxic masculinity. He also has a hat that says "Make women great again." I think that's what it was. This is the guy, though. This is the king. This is maybe a self-proclaimed king of the movement, because he runs maybe the biggest ashram, the 21 Studios ashram of men's empowerment ashram. And he's running the biggest one, maybe. I think it's in Florida, 21 Studios. Honestly, there's a lot of hateful stuff. Then there's a lot of stuff that's just like, as a man, you have to wake up on time, get the work done, work hard, be decisive, be aggressive in the market, and you have to take the market. And like there's like those talks like that. So I wouldn't say every talk is hateful, but then there's a bunch of hateful shit. But anyway, let's continue this video. There's some good rippers in this.
For what I call red pill hoes. Just Pearly things, real femme skin.
He doesn't even, this is a real Trump move. He doesn't even say their names without adding an insult. Like, I think he called her like if your name's like like if your name's like Wendy, they'll be like, Hordy over there, because she's a whore. Like he's just adding on little nicknames to them. That's so funny. Let me put the things on. This guy's
things, real femme skanky and her little friend.
Real femme skankying. I think her name is Real Femme Sapien, and he changed it into Real Femme Skankian. Now, here's the interesting thing that you got to understand. She's also in the red pill movement doing their, and this is a civil war going on. This is a little bit like, and it's a civil war going on inside the Manosphere community from really one of the top gurus in the game, attacking from his throne some of these little upstarts. Real femme skankian. That's an insult to say, like, you are the thing that our movement is protecting from. Skank, you get out. That's what this is.
Friend. These are some big YouTubers sometimes. Pearly has like 1 million fans now. Almost all dudes that simp for her. And they think that they're red pill.
I think he said simp for her, not send for her.
Because she panders to them and tells them what they want to hear. This to me is pathetic. It's delusional. Like you're not, you didn't wake up from shit. You still, now instead of simping on OnlyFans, you're just simping on YouTube.
Right. It's interesting. You're still secondary. You're still taking orders from a bitch. That's what he's saying. You know what? Her teachings are exactly his teachings, though. That's the crazy thing, is that the substance of her teachings is the same as his teachings, which is stop being a simp, kind of. So it's interesting that he's going to play a sexism card on her and be like, and not just recognize the teachings for what they are and say, no, as a woman. Well, it's an interesting argument. Let's continue it.
Pathetic. So, and the same thing, the red pill frauds, all these guys, a lot of these red pillars, Donovan Sharp, for example, Donovan Sharp.
Donovan Sharp. Oh my God. You got to do the nicknames. He's so quick with the nicknames. Donovan Sharp,
For the past 5-6 years on YouTube, he's got almost 200,000 subs right now. He's been making fun of a lot and aggressive.
This is actually what I wanted to show you guys. And this is one of my favorite things. Like just on YouTube, I just find it so silly, but let's go.
Even more than I would. Single moms, fat women, old women, all this shit. And what did he do? He secretly wifed up an old fat woman who's also a single mom.
This is the expose in their community. Can you imagine? This is why you could never join these communities. Imagine the pressure that they're putting you under. By the way, how's my audio? Thank you. Power Speaker Now says audio is better compared to last time. Thanks, Power Speaker Now. Wow, we got a real power speaker here. Yeah, thank you for coming, everyone. Mako is here. Oh, I thought it was Manosphere. It's probably let me just see this. Justin, it is great, Amish. Thank you. We got to continue this. No, but I do. It is one of my favorite things. And we saw John Anthony Lifestyle, famed pickup artist, a friend of the show. I would consider. I think he's a friend of the show. Steven and I both made friends with him when John Anthony Lifestyle came on. We were friendly with him, and I would consider him a friend of the show. He came on, and really, if you look at his YouTube channel, he's really built an audience, calling out other pickup artists and being like, "This guy's with the fat chick. This guy's with the fat chick. This guy's with the fat chick." He does whole videos calling them out. This is very interesting, but this should be a sign of why. Is this the community you want to be a part of? Let's watch a little more.
She used to say that her kid was her niece, live on the air. She would even say the same thing.
Whoa, dude. So much like there's so much like they're calling the daughter the niece. That can't be healthy for her. You know, she feels like they're ashamed of her. Maybe
I have the bankruptcy records, the divorce documents. I've even talked to the father. This is her kid. And they've been pretending for 5-6 years on YouTube to scam guys out of money. And Donovan's propped up by Fresh and Fit, fed and shit all the time. He's like one of
their Fresh and Fit, fed and shit. What's Fresh and Fit to the fed and shit though? I do like the names.
Top guests all the time, right? This dude pretends to be this red pill alpha male who's going to make fun of fat women, old women, and single moms. And that's his real life. Like, that's what he lived.
Oh my God. Who made this meme? I don't always wife up single moms. But when I do, they're 46-year-old obese trailer trash. Oh my God. You know, it's crazy because like you could look at this and say, what's the point of talking about this? You know, the point of talking about this is that these guys have more hits than NBC. This is like we are living in a society where we're lying to ourselves and telling ourselves that people are watching CNN and getting like, or Fox News even, and getting some kind of like a moral, like some kind of like direction in life. Actually, these guys have like more hits per YouTube video maybe than those guys will have like, you know, on a prime time thing. So it's like, this is the culture, you know. I do worry about it. I think it goes hand in hand. This is what I'm saying, is that if the guys aren't getting pussy, you know, and this isn't me putting out a plea to women and saying, ladies, fuck us more, God damn it. I'm not saying that. You know, obviously it's the guy's fault here for not, you know, working on their game. You know, are you going out? Are you having fun? Are you doing cool stuff in your life? Because if you're not, then you get into these bitter theories. You know what I'm saying? And you join these groups, and then next thing you know, they're getting mad at you for dating a single mom. But here's the crazy thing. This is what I mean when I say, like, do you really want to be part of this community? Because can you imagine, like, I remember I've been friends with guys who will tell me, like, they'll tell me they're dating a girl, and then they'll be like, oh, you know, she's not that hot, but like, you know, she's cool, man. She's really cool chick, like crazy in bed. Like, I love her. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, if you love her, that's it then. What is this judgment? You know what I mean? Like, I've made a point to tell people that, like, hey, I don't want to be the kind of guy that's like, that's your girlfriend? Fucking fatty over there? That's your girl? Okay, we're done. We're done. You're not allowed to come here anymore. I'm not trying to be that kind of a person that says like, oh, you're with her, and she's 40, she's 46, single mom. Okay. Security. You gotta go. Just get your stuff. You can go. Security. Take his. That's your girlfriend. Take his girlfriend too, and their niece. Dude, I can't believe he's saying that it's his niece. Let's go back to the video. No, it's not. It's not right to be like that. It's not right to be like that. You know what I mean? If you're feeling a feeling in your heart like you're in love with someone, who cares if they're 46? Who cares if it's a single mom? You know what? I was just doing a comedy show on Friday, and the guy who runs the show, he's like, I think he's like 24, and he's with this. I don't know how old she is, but she's definitely older, like full. And he says on stage that she's older, so I know she's older. So she's older, and she has 2 kids. And he just does stand up, and he talks about just how much he loves her. Listen, man, they're happy. Okay? They're happy. And that's fine. And he's a soft, maybe it takes a gentleness, a softness to do it, but ultimately, by surrendering into that, he has love in his life. What these guys are doing, I don't think they can have love in their life. Let's continue it.
Lives every single day in
But
secret.
men are listening to him
Yeah,
because he's delivering red pill advice.
exactly. He's just pandering to them like a politician.
Right.
Take the red pill, be alpha, be masculine. What are surface level like good messages? Like, yeah, be alpha. Yeah, feminism stupid. Like all this stuff, right?
What are some important tenets of the red pill? Like you say that you become free by understanding these things. What are things that people come to understand in the red pill?
I guess, like, listen, if you don't want to date a single mom, like, I get it, but you shouldn't also be like, if you date a single mom, you're a loser and you have to stop it. Like, that's, you're just setting yourself up. You played yourself. This guy really played himself. If it's true, if the accusations are correct, I don't know, but this is the head chief of 21 Studios, so it's not, and Elliot Hulse. So these are two major players in the game, and if they're saying that it happened, I can trust the credibility here that it probably did happen. And Donovan Sharp is probably with a 46-year-old single mom, and that's fine. The only thing wrong with it is that they made judgments on it.
The red pill that I don't like, or like a real red pill?
Well, what's a real red pill? What are some things that men may stumble upon and be awakened by finding?
Sure. So I think.
Wow. Red pill Valentine's Day, people. Yeah, no. Listen, I just want to say, let's end that video by saying, listen, if you want to date a big old fatty boom baddie, but they give you a special feeling in your heart, then you date them and do it with pride in your heart and do it because you love them, and that's it, man. What is this? You gotta say, first of all, him putting out videos saying don't ever date, it's unacceptable. I actually found some other videos of that guy, that Donovan Sharp guy. He's out of control. I'm going to show you he does these sketches on YouTube, and it's like the sketches are they're so weird. This is a Donovan Sharp sketch. Let's take a look at it.
Wait, stop.
What is it?
I don't usually do this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I usually wait to have sex.
Here's what not to do.
Okay. I respect you, so I guess what we'll do is we'll watch movies and talk about each other's feelings.
I don't usually do this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I usually wait to have sex.
All right.
What the hell?
Then text your what you up to. No, you can't say what you up to. You can't say what you up to. A lot of the pickup artists have said that you want to have good diction in your text messaging with ladies. The idea that ladies are responding to these what you up to in 2023, I don't think they like it. I don't think they like bad diction. I think they're very particular because women read. And as much as men are very chill about these dumb text messages, I mean, look, I'm not saying you don't do LOL and you don't do whatever, but like spelling mistake, like when you're dating someone, when you're going to date someone, spelling mistakes, wrong, like if you use the wrong there versus there. I've heard that a lot of ladies maybe think it's a turnoff. They don't like it. They want good diction. I don't know. They want a strong command of the English language, obviously, right? Like, look, they want a strong command of the English language. What you up to? I don't know if that's it, but let's continue it. Hoops, heels, lipstick. Waiting for you to text me. Okay. I don't think the advice is even good though. Here's the thing. If someone says they don't want to have sex, I think the right move is to say like, yeah, let's just hang out. Yeah, okay, I don't want to have sex. Who's trying to have sex? Don't be an idiot. I think that's the move. You know what I mean? Where you're like, no, yeah, obviously. Who wants to have sex? You thought I want to have sex with you? Baby, chill. Cool it. Just cool it. Not everyone's trying to have sex with you all the time. Just cool it. I think that's the move. Hang out a bit. 20 minutes later, she might just do it. You just don't know. You just don't know. Like at that point, the consent might come in because they don't even, and really, this is true in all of our lives all the time. Just because you like something, like you can like pizza, doesn't mean 24/7 I can just come shove a pizza in your mouth. Okay? Orders have to come in from above. You have to get an order from above. We're hungry, craving pizza today. Then consent, then have the pizza. That's how we eat pizza. That's how we do anything really in life. So even with this, it's like, okay, I don't want to do, I like to wait. So wait could mean 5 minutes, could mean an hour, could mean 2 weeks. Could be next date. You just don't know. I'm just saying you just don't know. But if you're cool and you're chill and you're just like, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'm trying to have sex with you. What do you think? I'm trying to have sex? Just cool it. If you do something like that, then I think you got a better chance, actually. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Let's do, you know what I got to talk about, actually? The Hindu anti-Valentine's Day. They really, I find it very offensive just how the Hindus have been dealing with Valentine's Day. And I also find it very offensive that Power Speaker now is like, kindly wrap up and move on to the next topic. Hey, Power Speaker, you're not running this show, okay? The topic's done when I say it's goddamn done, Power Speaker. Fucking Power Speaker. This guy's coming in here trying to take over the show or something here. Kindly wrap up? Hey, Power Speaker, you don't have power here, okay? But then you kind of saved it with the haha, so that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's John. What's up? Who's John? Which John? Power Speaker now. Wait. Oh, John. It's John. And John has a YouTube channel called Power Speaker Now. Okay, cool. Okay, well, if it's John, then John does have power here. All right, let's go to the next topic because this is really offensive to me. I think it's very important for the culture, and it does speak to a lot of this stuff that's going on in the community today. Where is my thing? Yes, the Hindus versus Valentine's Day. I just want to play like a nice little. Oh, I'm gonna play Night Driving. Oh yeah. You're listening to the drip, 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 rip and dip live on YouTube. You can go into the comment section below too after the show and see where you can come see me live. A lot of live shows coming up. I produce the live shows and there's incredible comics on them. So make sure you hit, there's a link to that in the comment section. Check that out. I made some new graphics for it. I'll show them to you in a minute. But check that out. Meditation every Sunday, 9 p.m. Make sure you come to that. Loving kindness. God is great. And yeah, let's go to the Hindus versus Valentine's Day. I don't like what they're doing. I don't like it. Another attack on Valentine's. India wants to replace Valentine's Day with Cow Hug Day. Cow Hug Day? The Hindu nationalist government says that Western culture threatens Indian traditions. The only thing threatening the people of India is anti-Valentine's Day Hindu nationalists. I honestly, I find it very offensive. Since I was a kid, I've been hearing these stories of like Hindu nationalists. They'll go and stop people, like they're just holding hands or whatever, they're on a date, and these Hindu nationalists will be like, no, God say no, not allowed. What the fuck is, like, you know how hard it is to fuck? We just did a whole goddamn segment about, we've been talking all episode. The incel culture, what's going on. Men are celibate. Men are forced into celibacy today. And I've been saying this from the beginning of the episode. When men aren't getting pussy, tell you what, things go wrong. Things go wrong. And these Hindu nationalists are always actively working against, this is they want to hold hands on Valentine's Day and then bang each other later. And these Hindu nationalists are no. Like a little hall monitor for God. They think they're being a hall monitor for God, but I don't think God wants them to do that. That's my opinion. This year, India's government is asking citizens to spend Valentine's Day snuggling up with a cow. In a statement this week, the country's government-run Animal Welfare Department announced that Cow Hug Day, a new celebration of India's traditions, will take place on February 14th. It's not an Indian tradition if you just made it. And the Hindu, does India have enough holidays? Because every weekend in India is a holiday. It's a Hindu holiday, but then it's also a Muslim holiday. And then if someone gets married, that's another 2 weeks you got to take off. So you cannot just take this Valentine's Day. You don't have the room to fit in another tradition right here and act like it's a tradition. A new celebration of India's traditions will take place on February 14th. Vedic traditions are almost on the verge of extinction due to the progress of Western culture, the appeal reads. The dazzle of Western civilization has made our physical culture and heritage almost forgotten. That is also not true, actually, because Vedic tradition is alive and well. I'm actually going to a 10-day silent meditation retreat starting tomorrow. 10 days silent, Vipassana. I'm going tomorrow. That's true Vedic tradition. This whole thing of we're going to do a cow hug day, and also the tradition of attacking romantic love is not a Vedic tradition. Sorry. It's a Hindu nationalist tradition that's popped up in the last couple of generations. That's it. Before, Hinduism was actually very open-minded about sexual relations between men and women, and they were not into suppressing it. And there's a reason why there's 1 billion people in India. Listen, the urges are there. In Hinduism, cows are revered as sacred and sometimes associated with motherhood. Most Indian states, including Delhi, have banned cattle slaughter. The Animal Welfare Department describes cattle as the backbone of Indian culture. It's the backbone of Hindu culture, I guess, but is it the backbone? I guess in a lot of ways, the cow does provide a lot to us as all humans, like the milk and the cheese and whatever, butter. Butter alone is in ghee. Ghee is a backbone. Okay. And says that hugging a cow on February 14th will bring emotional richness and increase our individual and collective happiness. Now that one I can agree with, because I teach a loving kindness class every Sunday, 9 p.m. on Zoom. There's a link to join in the comment section. But one of the things we do practice is loving things, but the idea that you have to love this as an attack on Valentine's Day, it's really an attack on Christianity, because that's a Saint Valentine's Day. And they're attacking the Christians, you could say, in a sense. Hindus make up almost 80% of India's population, according to the Pew Research Center. About 14% are Muslim, while Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, and Jains make up the remaining 6%. That's it? Wow, these are Muslims, all Muslims. Dude, when I was a kid, I can't believe how many Hindu uncles would be like, Amish, these are Muslims. They're going to overpopulate. They are trying to overpopulate. They're trying to overpopulate us, and you have to attack them. I remember, dude, I saw a video of this Muslim guy asked a Hindu girl on a date, and just a bunch of guys just beat the shit out of him. And I'll tell you, that's where that comes from. You know what I'm saying? So another false tradition that I don't like. The rebranding, it really just so many attacks on love. So many attacks on love here. The rebranding of Valentine's Day comes amid the rise of Hindu nationalism, which is the idea that Hindu faith and culture should shape the state and its policies, per NPR's Lauren Freyer. The current Hindu nationalist government, led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has sought to pursue this agenda. In recent decades, young Indians have increasingly taken up Valentine's Day, which originated as a Christian celebration. Like Americans, they typically spend the holidays crowding parks and restaurants, exchanging gifts, and holding parties to celebrate like any other Indian festival. It's Ashok Sharma of the Associated Press. Huh. Interesting. You know, now that I'm thinking about all the corporate side of Valentine's Day, I kind of feel like, yeah, Valentine's Day is garbage too, right? It's just a money grabber. Is it really increasing love in the society? Tell me in the comments. Is Valentine's Day increasing love in the society? Or is it causing more heartaches and more bitterness in the community? As the holiday's popularity has grown, devout Hindus have opposed it. For The Guardian's Hannah Ellis Peterson, critics tend to focus on women, arguing that Valentine's Day encourages female promiscuity and vulgar behavior. You know, this is why nobody's having sex. This kind of shaming makes it very difficult to have sex with people. Far-right vigilante groups have vandalized gift shops, burned cards and flowers, and targeted couples holding hands. You see this? This is what I'm talking about. These guys are like, this is like a hall monitor with too much power. That's what it is. It's basically someone who thinks, I'm a hall monitor for God. Recent years have also seen an increase in so-called cow vigilantes across India, who attack members of minority groups involved in the cattle trade. Between 2015 and 2018, cow vigilante mobs killed at least 44 people, including 36 Muslims, according to 2019 report by Human Rights Watch. Wow. So they killed other people other than Muslims? Interesting. I thought they only killed Muslims who did that, but I guess other people are doing it. I don't know. Nilanjan Mukhopadhyay, a political analyst, tells the AP that the introduction of Cow Hug Day defies logic. Lefty. This is an Indian lefty though. To go against it, yeah, that's the liberal conservative divide in India. The conservative side is the Hindu nationalists. It's like nationalism. That is more conservative. The unfortunate part is this has now official sanction. The unfortunate part is this has now official sanction. He says this shows an erasure of one more line between the state and religion, which is very depressing. Now the state is doing what political and religious groups have been campaigning to do. Huh. That's good. Smithsonian Magazine. I figure Smithsonian, we got to keep it classy here. Oh, what do you guys think? I think it's a tragedy. I mean, right now in Valentine's Day, Mark Cook says, about to go out with a beer for a buddy and try to pick up a couple of chicks. Mark, go for it, brother. Go for it. Give those chicks a good time. Give those ladies, let the ladies know that you're in the community and you want to holler at them. You know, wake them up. You know what I'm saying? Go out there, go to the bar and just be like, what's up, ladies? Let's go. Let's rip it. And go on a rip and dip. Go on a little adventure with them in the night. Yeah. Dancing, wild dancing. Do wild dancing. The culture needs it. Listen, the community needs it. Everyone's tearing each other apart. I got one more clip I want to show you guys. It actually covers two things, this clip, because it covers simultaneously the Leonardo DiCaprio. I want to do all dating topics, but red pill manosphere dating topics. This girl is hilarious, but we'll get into it in a second. Just to wrap up the last story, the Hindu national story. Tell me what you think of that. What are you gonna do, right? They really want to. I mean, we have to love each other, basically, you know, and we have to like let people know that loving each other is the right thing to do. Romantic love is good. I mean, that's how we fall in love. It gives life it gives life its color and its meaning. It's beautiful, and it's part of the whole game and part of the dance. And even all these great Hindu teachers like Krishna and like whatever, they're supposed to be great teachers. He's banging. He's had like 50 girlfriends. I'm talking about Krishna. He had like 200 girlfriends. You want to see? Listen, I have the evidence. Now they say, a lot of people say, no, that's just lying, whatever. Krishna, wait, gopis? I think his girls are called the gopis. You're not gonna believe this. So he would actually you know, this is like the main Hindu guy right now. Like he's the main guy in Hinduism. Look at this. That's him. And he's dancing with like 50 girls. Hold on, let me make it bigger. I mean, what is that? That's a goddamn Valentine's Day. If that's not a Valentine's Day, I don't know what the hell is. A Gopi's love for Sri Krishna. Now, some of them would say, no, he's just dancing, whatever. But actually, some of them would say that he would multiply himself into different people, whether he's doing it on the same night or different nights or whatever. Some people say, yo, it's just dancing, innocent, whatever. Some people want to do that. Some people say, like, yo, he bangs them all. You know what I mean? And it's not like, I don't know which one's which. I don't know. Was it this? Was it this? But what I don't know, oh, sorry. Let me turn the music down. I'm just gonna turn it off. But yeah, like I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. But I can tell you this. A lot of official Hindu scholars, theorists, whatever, say that he did just bang them all simultaneously. And we can't have Valentine's Day? That's all I have to say about that. Thanks for watching. We got one more topic, though. Because there was a controversy that came out this week about Leonardo DiCaprio banging another 19-year-old. And that's... Look, we got it. We'll get into the story. There's actually a red pill YouTuber that has a very good counter argument, and I want to watch it, and I want to, analyze it for the culture, for the community. But in the meantime, make sure you hit the like button. Joshua Mowdy says, "Good for Leo." Yeah, hit the like button. We're gonna watch this one last clip, and I'm gonna get out of here because I am going to Vipassana silent meditation retreat tomorrow at 2 p.m. I'm gone from civilization, and I'm going to be just with God for 10 days. But the problem is that the thing with meditation is that God might not come. It might just be boring, and you never know with meditation. Like sometimes it has great profound effects, but then sometimes I feel like 10 days. But it feels like a mental gym. It feels like a little bit like Navy SEALs of meditation. Because 10 days silent, you're basically telling the mind, I control you. I am captain. I am captain. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. I'm not faded, Jordan. If by that is a colloquialism for hi, then that would be incorrect. I haven't been sleeping, and I do have like a very severe ulcerative colitis actually, and they put me on steroids. I got a biopsy done. They're checking for cancer. I don't think I have cancer. They said I probably don't have it, but they just check it. There's always like a little chance or whatever. So they're checking for it, but I'm on their meds, and it's like, it's a lot. But it does make my eyes red at night. Are they red though? Yeah, they are. They're pretty pinky. But I also have a pink light right here. See that? Does that make... I don't know. Maybe my eyes are red. I honestly don't know. But also there is literally a red light right here. So Jordan, I hope that answers your comment. Done? What are you? Got a goddamn Hindu nationalist in here? Next thing you know, we're not allowed to celebrate Valentine's Day. Hey, Jordan, just cool it. This is the good last video, though. This is great. This girl rips, and she really, she really represents for the boys team. You know what I'm saying? She really brings the heat for the boys. But let's just take a look at it.
So everybody and their dog is pissed off at Leonardo DiCaprio for dating a 19-year-old. Madonna, she likes the idea of a guy being younger than her daughter. It announces her desirability to the world. Or how about 76-year-old Cher dating somebody in his early 20s? Love dog.
Cher defends 40-year age gap between her and new boyfriend Alexander Edwards. Love doesn't know math.
Doesn't know math. Pretty sure R. Kelly thought the same thing. Or how about Nicole Scherzinger?
No, but he's in his early 20s. What's the ish? That's the thing. I like that she's representing for the boys team. But we got to be consistent. Then the girls can do it too, right? What do you guys think? Everyone can fuck a 19-year-old. Let's open it up. let's stop this. Let's stop this societal fighting and this infighting and whatever. And let's cut off at 18 too. I'm reasonable. 18 lower, let's all stop it. Let's just make it an official mark. I recently saw another documentary about Chris D'Elia and like his whole scandal. And every time like the guy would be like, someone would be like, well, like, what did he do? And then it would be like, okay, he fucked a 17-year-old. But then the guy would be like, oh, but in that state, it's legal to fuck a 16-year-old. So I'm just like, well, I don't know. And then
Miss Cougar from the Pussycat Dolls, she started dating Harry Styles when he was merely 16 years old. Fergie, who was 23 years old and started banging Justin Timberlake and very publicly bragging about it.
Wow, when he was 16, eh? I mean, she knows he's going to be a star, right? Like, she knows. She's like, this guy's going to be a star. Let me get in here. Let me get in here before anyone else. And I don't know. It almost looks like, yeah, that's weird. That's interesting that these very like liberal celebrities are getting away with it, because these guys are supposed to be like, you know, not doing stuff like this. But
when she was only 23 years old. Older men date younger women because it's literally in their fucking DNA. Women, however, they prefer younger men for simple grooming or self-serving purposes. So
wow,
everybody and their
that's such a strong opinion at the end, to be like, when the women do it, it's because of this. How can you know? I mean, okay, let's just do the math on this. I gotta say that usually girls are not into younger guys. Like, usually girls look at younger guys and they're like, ew, you're like a baby. You're like a baby. And it's like, I'm 6 months younger than you. I'm 2 years younger than you. But girls do that. They have this weird, like, you're like a baby. But then in this case, I mean, Fergie went to 16. Did you guys know about that even? Fergie's banging Justin Timberlake when he was 16 years old. I don't know. I mean, that's a tough, that's stuff. I do agree though. Like, it's like, I do agree in the sense that like, listen, if Leonardo DiCaprio, if that's what he's doing, then that's what he's doing, right? We have no right to get into his personal life and start talking about, you know, what did he do and how old is his girlfriend? It's like kind of none of your business, right? Like, what right do we have to make judgments? And even still, people are making like these kinds of charts. You know, like, look at this chart that someone made. Someone made this chart over, this is Leonardo DiCaprio. These are all his girlfriends. And then these are the age he dates them. So this is, okay, so Giselle Bundchen, 24. She was, oh, wow. So it has his age and her age. He's 24. She's 18. Goes to 23. He goes to 29. But 25 people, 23. He's at 29. Then, bing, bang, boom, back down to 20. Bar Raffaelli. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 years. That's like long term. That's nice. Then at 36, he's dating Blake Lively, who's 23 at the time. 1 year. Fair. This is, see, and then they put Leo's age limit. Dude, what? This guy. Ooh-wee, dude. That's a resume. That's what we call a resume. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy, I don't know what to say, man. It's like, if he's doing it, he's doing it. You gotta let it go. What do you guys think? Is it wrong? I mean, it's the kind of thing that if like, I guess it's the kind of thing too, like, why bring it up? Number one. Also, maybe instead of having judgments and saying he's not allowed to, I actually think that we should let the women do it too. I'm fair. I'm even. I think that's a fair solution. Women, y'all do it too. Everyone's happy. Do they want to? And then do you guys think the girl in the video is right? Brett Baker says this Aladdin looking motherfucker is trying to give out dating advice. I didn't give any dating advice. But I will say this. I went to a family event on the weekend and my uncle sees me and he goes, he's like, I see you. I say, oh my God, holy shit, fucking Paki come from Afghanistan? Come on, man. Fucking come on, man. And like, he just, like, that's how he said hi to me. He's like, I see you. I say, fucking look at this fucking hat and the fucking Paki from Afghanistan. Come, oh my God, man. Come on, man. And he just got so into it. Misha Hlamazda. Misha Hlamazda. I don't particularly like the girl in the video. She seems like a pick-me girl. I don't like that she just said that if women do it, they're evil. If men do it, it is our nature. I appreciate it as a man. I appreciate anyone supporting the boys team. You know me. But then, like, I just got to be honest and say, like, I don't think it's fair. You know? It's like in Toronto, John Tory just got caught cheating on his wife. And he's the mayor of Toronto, right? Like the mayor of Toronto got caught cheating on his wife. And part of me is like, okay, like, so he's not allowed to be the mayor anymore. Like, okay, he cheated on his wife, but maybe that's how you know he can execute. Some people are like that, man. Then you know, like the guy's getting shit. Like we almost have a mentality of like, oh, if he's cheating on his wife, then he doesn't have time and he's running around and this. Actually, it's like almost opposite. And maybe I'm starting to sound that maybe I am starting to give some red pill man advice, but yeah, you know what? First of all, you know the guy can execute. Second, maybe that's a problem with his wife and his mistress, because if the wife and the mistress, like, they're going to give him enough grief, and then maybe that's just why he wants to quit, though. So yeah, no, we don't need to get into that. But this is the Leonardo DiCaprio one, 19. New Girl's 19, not on the chart yet. I'm sure they're updating the chart. Update to the chart will be provided soon, but that's it right now. CB Applejack, $2. Habibi, I went viral on Twitter. Sick. Yo, where is it? What's the tweet? Even Rob Schneider and Jimmy Dore retweeted me. Fucking right, dude. Where is it? Yeah, let's honor to end the show. Let's honor CEB Applejack on Twitter. Applejack Twitter. How do I find you? I mean, we're already on Twitter. CEB Applejack the GOAT. Account suspended, it says. Let's just look at this. Hold on. I want to see you viral. Okay, CEB Applejack. Okay, this one. Boom, account suspended. Okay, are you viral? Applejack 59. No. Huh. What's the Twitter handle, dude? Applejack back from the attack. Back from the attack. Originally CB Applejack 59, part of the Fearlessly Authentic team. Come see us in Lucky Burritos Fearlessly Authentic podcast on YouTube. Oh, sick. Okay, this is it. Sorry, dude. I don't know why I'm not following you. I thought I followed you. I followed the suspended one. Okay, what's the thing? 886. Damn, that's beautiful, man. These US jet fighters. Look, is it real or is this like a graphic? Oh, that's beautiful. No, that's not real. Okay, forget it. I'm an idiot. How did I fall for that? Oh, is this one? Reminder that people not reporting on this supposedly had your health as their top priority over the last 3 years. Yeah, this is the train, right? The train crashes. Wow, it's going. Look at it. It's going up as we speak. Retweet. Oh, did it just retweet automatically? I thought I had to write something on it. No, I should think of something. Yo, sorry. That's all I can think of. Honestly, I'm really sorry about this. This is a train accident that happened. I mean, not that and I'm just sorry that it happened. You know what I'm saying? There were more toxic chemicals on train that derailed in Ohio than, oh my God. Maybe we should cover this real quick. It's only 10:50. What the hell? Applejack. Thanks for coming, baby. Love you. Hold on. Have you gone viral on Twitter? Da-da-da. Yeah, that was me with the bullet. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. There were more toxic chemicals on train that derailed in Ohio than originally reported, data shows. Among the substances were ethylene glycol, monobutyl ether, and isobutylene. Come on. And apparently Pete Buttigieg is just silent. Not a word. That guy's like an evil robot, right? Is Pete Buttigieg, like, what do you guys think? Is Pete Buttigieg like a Manchurian candidate? Is he... he's just like so fake that there's like no soul inside of him. Is that it? Like, what do you guys think of Pete Buttigieg? I don't get like, I honestly, like, I don't know if there's anyone in there. You know what I mean? It looks blank inside. There were more toxic chemicals apart on the train that derailed. Da-da-da-da. Oh my God. State health officials were initially concerned about the presence of vinyl chloride, a highly volatile, colorless gas. Oh my God. Among the other substances were ethylene, glycol, monobutyl ether, ethylexyl, acrylate, and isobutane. Oh my God. Experts said that if officials did not order evacuations in the region, the burning toxic chemicals could have had deadly effects. But nobody called for like a clearance. The EPA has not detected any concerning levels of toxins in the air quality, but the investigation is ongoing. Okay. Yeah, maybe it just, look, it's blowing out. Look, there's new air coming in on this side, so maybe it just blows out and it's not that bad. You think? What do you guys think? It's really bad, eh? CVG, yeah. Yeah. I know. No, that sucks, man. Man, Buttigieg. I was just talking to someone about how much like Democrats suck right now. It's just like, I can't believe it. Like, it pisses me off whenever, like, because I know people who just defend them, who just defend the Democrats. Like, well, yeah, Amish, what else? What are you going to do? You got to go after Putin. What are you going to do? You can't let him walk all over you, buddy. The Democrats are standing up. Like, there's some people who just defend it. And they even have an attitude of like, then you get Trump again. Is that what you want? I mean, compared to these pieces of shit, it's like, why not? Really, what is the Democrat today? What is today's Democrat? No workers' rights, no really healthcare. They're not going to pull it off. But just the war. Where's the war? Where's the war? Like, is anything to, oh, dude, I thought you were in Australia. I live 30 minutes from East Palestine, Ohio. So, dude, you live where the train crashed? Van says the train was way worse than the balloon. Oh, 100%, dude. What the fuck was the balloon? See, that's even just another attempt, I think, at Democrats trying to make it like, oh, look, whoa, when we're here, the Chinese are attacking, but we protected you. We shot down the balloon. It's like, yeah, no, I think the Chinese balloons were just like stealing data, though, right? Like, you got to shoot them down. I don't know why the Chinese government is acting like you should not have shot it down. Like, what? Who? Like, why would I? Of course, I'm going to shoot it down. Like, you should be almost embarrassed that you got caught, but instead they're like, we didn't get caught. What? No, you are wrong for shooting it. Why did you shoot it? Distraction. Show how tough Biden is. Van, you think so? Because again, like the people that are like, you have to go fight with Russia. You cannot negotiate with Russia. You have to shoot the balloon out of the sky. Like, are they just being duped? Because when you look at a security state and how they control you, it's always based on fear. And it's always this mentality of like, don't be naive. They're coming. Don't be naive. They're around the corner. Van is Vandad Kardar. What's up, buddy? Oh, Van is Vandad Kardar. I didn't even know because you have this suit on in here. What's up, buddy? Thanks for coming. Dude, but Applejack, you're in Ohio? So you're in Ohio near, it says, close by. Can you smell it? Yo, you want to do a call-in? I did say we could do call-ins today, actually. I'm gonna copy this. It's so annoying, but like I'm just posting it in here. I'm sure you guys can copy and paste this. If you guys want to call in, yeah. Oh, Vandad, thanks for coming, baby. Love you. I didn't realize you were here. But yeah, Applejack too. If you want to talk about it, would be great. Even to get Applejack on to talk about that whole thing, dude. I can't believe even like just how obvious it is that they blew up that Nord Stream 2 pipeline. And just how many regular people I know that are like, well, yeah, well, you don't know. Maybe it wasn't them. You know, you got to do something. You got to fight. Like it's almost all feels like, I guess when you're so scared, everything just becomes like, well, you got to fight. You got me. What are you, stupid? If you don't fight, they'll kill you. Then you're dead. We got CEB Applejack, a longtime friend of the show, in the audience. He's in the waiting room. He just went viral. He's here for everyone tonight. Give it up and make some noise for CEB Applejack 59, everybody. CEB Applejack, what's up, baby?
Hey, what's going on, Habibi?
Habibi.
So yeah,
thanks for coming, man.
right now I'm in Cleveland at work, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I live really close by. I live about 30 minutes away. I don't really smell much. I don't know if it's gonna affect my polar bear plunge that I'm doing on February 25th to
Oh,
fight for hunger.
plunge? You're doing the plunges, eh? I did one too last week. Sick.
I'm doing it February 25th.
We got to do it for
raise.
the colitis. You got to do it for the inflammation.
Well, we're doing it to fight for hunger. We're getting businesses, corporations are donating money for us to jump into the water, and the money goes to like the Ronald McDonald's Food House and the food bank here in Ohio. So but yeah, I don't really smell much, but I live next door to people that have family there in how are you doing? That are there in East Palestine, and a 1 mile radius from all angles has been evacuated. Nobody can be there. There's reports of within 30 miles of people getting sick and getting hospitalized.
Yeah.
Fish are just floating in the water dead. They have videos of fish just floating in the water dead.
Oh my God.
There's this guy he's like in the sticks and the boonies, like away from the city. And he has 4 foxes as pets, and they all got really sick. One of them is out of the vet. They said that they had high levels of chlorine in their body, and his kidney was shutting down, but they were able to save them. The other 3 are still hospitalized in the veterinary.
This guy owns foxes? Like this guy just has pet foxes.
Yeah, he has foxes.
And they're cool. Like they can just be a pet. They don't get
well. If you can domesticate them, yeah.
Wow.
Definitely.
Exciting.
They act like little dogs.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Of course. Why did I think you were in Australia? Of course, you're so American. You have an American accent.
Yeah, definitely. I'm from New York.
Oh, sick. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Dude. So what's next for you then? Are you good? Do you think the evacuation will come for you?
Well, I don't know. I don't know 100%. I think that I'm far away. I'm far enough away because I'm more towards the Ohio side, and the wind is blowing all the toxins towards Pittsburgh and PA. So it's more like a Pennsylvania issue, because East Palestine's right on the border of Ohio and Pennsylvania, and then like I'm a little bit further into Ohio past the border. Yeah. And the wind's blowing against that. So I think I'm pretty safe.
Like just pretending nothing happened? Sorry.
Well, the whole thing is like the news, this is day 11 or going on to day 12 of this happening. Yeah. And it's only just getting put on major news outlets and stuff like that. There's people that I like, my neighbor, one of my neighbors, and a lot of people like that I work with. I'll be like, hey, you hear about the train derailment in East Palestine? They're like, what? What are you talking about? Like, people in Ohio don't even know what's going on. They had reports, like they had this one, there's a video of, it's actually viral as well, a viral video of a reporter. They had a press conference about East Palestine, and a reporter, and it was in the outskirts of East Palestine, and the
Yeah.
reporter was recording, live streaming the press conference. They tackled him and arrested him
Oh my
for
God.
live stream. Yeah, like they don't want a lot of information out there, but instead they want to feed us all about UFOs and spy balloons, weather balloons that they're calling spy balloons.
But you don't think the Chinese did anything with those balloons? But side note, obviously, I think they were spying. Like they're pretty vicious.
I mean, it's a possibility, but you also have to understand that back in the day,
You're going back and
we
forth.
used to corroborate. Back in the day, we used to corroborate whether or not if this is what something actually is. This time, like they just said automatically, oh, it's a Chinese spy balloon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a spy balloon. And then it comes out that it was actually a weather balloon. There was another balloon that was being tracked, and they said that's from China, and it turned out to be coming from an American weather channel.
They just shut down the
So
American
like, there's a lot of
crazy.
misinformation being put out there, but
Yeah. That story did blow up so much. It's like, what? Why?
Yeah,
is it a
it's-
big deal. I don't even understand. Like, just people I know.
it's
were like,
ridiculous because if you try to fly in like the Pentagon's airspace and see what happens to you, but yet they let a so-called spy balloon float around for so long.
yeah, like 2-3 days. I feel like.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And not only that, there's a big report. There was a report that was broken first by Sweden's by a reputable Swedish newspaper, but now it's shared by Reuters and stuff like that,
Yeah.
where Biden has offered up to Russia 20% of land of Ukrainian land for peace in Ukraine, because they're saying that the reason why is so that they can pivot towards war with China and stop this war over.
They are losing interest, right? I heard
yeah.
they didn't even send the tanks. Dude, I heard the tank. What happened to the fucking tanks? They sent to Ukraine. They're gonna get slaughtered. I actually just heard this week that the Israeli Prime Minister said that he negotiated a deal between Putin and Zelensky.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
it was a month after
I
the
shared that.
invasion. Yeah, and then the Americans and Germans said you're not allowed to do it. Send the tanks then. I mean, dude, if they don't get the tanks, like Ukraine's I can kind of see it in Zelensky too. It's like we see him as like this brave leader who's like, I'm gonna fight back, whatever. He's seeing it as like, okay, well, you told me I have to fucking fight, so send the shit. Like,
well, it's a lot of ups and downs. Like they just finished, Zelensky just finished kicking out his entire Security Council over corruption and the whole of like a huge part of their political giants and their leaders.
Yeah.
Due to corruption, they were like buying mansions and living the high life while their citizens are over here fighting wars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not only that, like I understand that there's a delay with the tanks, but even if they do send in tanks, I mean, Bakhmut is being fought right now. Russia owns the majority of Bakhmut. They're fighting in the sidelines. They had just finished taking over Soledar. So all around, basically right now, the main army of the Ukrainians that are fighting in Bakhmut are surrounded by nothing but Russians.
I know,
because
I know.
Soledar. So
we keep
right
trying to
now,
like Ukraine's killing it, but I don't know if they are. And like
right now they're in serious trouble. And even if we were to authorize and send in the tanks, tanks won't make it there for another like 18 to 30 days.
I've heard,
you know what I mean?
I feel bad. Like I do want them to win. Like I do think Russia's being vicious or whatever, and like attacking, and like I want them to win. But like it kind of reminds me of like, it's like if you knew a couple that was getting a divorce, you wouldn't be like, yo, like if your boy's getting a divorce, you wouldn't be like, yo, fucking fuck that bitch, like take all her money, take her to court, ruin her, destroy her, whatever. You would just kind of be like, listen, man, you don't want to fight with someone for 10 years. Just get it done,
right.
Like finish it quick, come to a resolution and just stop. Here, it's like that kind of situation where it's like they've been in a bitter feud for like 1,000 years, and they need us to be like, hey guys, I know it sucks. I know they're assholes. You got to just talk. Like they need that. And instead we're like, fight. Yeah, we'll send shit. Don't worry, we'll fight. Like, it's like they're not a country.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. See, like first off, it came off that the German chancellor, and the prime minister of another NATO country that was sitting there saying that the Minsk agreement was never meant to be followed. They only used that to hold off the Russians so that they can train Ukrainians to fight for fighting. Yeah. And then the Security Council and the Council of War already sat down and stated there was never any option of Ukraine winning. They knew that there was no way, no matter what happened, Ukraine was going to win. This is designed to weaken Russia. That's all that they want.
Right.
But the whole thing is that if you look at the history of Russia and their empiric role in fighting, they've always done this. They've always gotten into war and lost a whole bunch of troops and lost a lot of battles in the beginning, and then they just throw soldiers and more soldiers and more soldiers onto a problem, and eventually they overpower. That's what they've always done.
Especially if it's on their own land. It is like a giant Afghanistan in a sense. Like, it's like you can't take over Afghanistan because the people are so down to fight. They know their territory, whatever. Russia's like just a giant Afghanistan. It's like you can't. They've always been like this crazy power. Like,
there's no way Ukraine's gonna ever be able to like invade Russia. Like, we've been hearing a lot of talks about, Zelensky wants to take back Crimea. That's never gonna happen. There's no way.
You don't think so? You don't think they have any military, like, you don't, like, militarily, you're saying, like, there's no way they could take it? Like, it would be too difficult? Or do you think it's
going to be impossible? There's no way that right now, Crimea is Russian. There's no way you're going to look at Crimea as being back to being Ukrainian. And the second that they invade into Crimea, Russia's just going to throw so many men at that. It's going to be impossible. Like, there's been a lot of propaganda that's saying that, Russia's out of soldiers, and right now they're just putting untrained farmers that they're grabbing from Russia. That is not true. They have a large army still.
Yeah. Well, it's weird that there is that, like, both stories with Russia, that, like, they're simultaneously like these bumbling idiots, but they're also these evil geniuses. And it depends. Like, it just comes and goes in waves, but like, yeah, I don't know, man. Hopefully that ends quick. Like, I just feel like it would be best for the conflict to end quick. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'll see.
I'm just gonna share roughly what they're saying is the 20% of land that Biden is trying to offer up to Russia is roughly the size of the Donbass.
That Russia's offering them? So Russia's offering them a deal, you're saying?
No. Biden is offering Russia to try and force peace. That's what it was. That's what was reported. It was,
so
I can send you.
You're saying that basically America was like kind of losing interest in Ukraine and wants to wrap it up so they can go to China.
Yeah, that they want to pivot towards, because you got to understand, chips is money. That's gold. That's better than gold right now. And Taiwan is of huge interest towards America. So I don't know exactly what they're planning. From what I'm hearing, they're planning on it being more like a proxy. But
they don't want to go there. I mean, I heard these tanks, like, I mean, you're saying it's just a delay, right? But I heard that.
Well, that's what's been reported. We don't know for sure. Like, a lot of us, like, if you ask me and my speculation, we don't want to send him, period. But from what I've heard from reports, what I've read, it's just been a delay.
Yeah. Even you can hear from U.S. military generals saying, like, this doesn't really make sense. Like, we're running out of weapons. We don't really have, we're running out of resources. We can't just send everything over there. Like, it doesn't make sense. So tell me about this cold dipping thing, though. Because this is the one I went to. Holy shit, dude. Where I live at right now, it's like warm, dude. It's like summer. This is 50 minutes north. Look at this pool, dude. It's like they just cut it out of the water. Dude, I came out of there. I could feel it's better than a sauna. The image is so small, but it's better than a sauna, dude. I'm in there. When I came out, I could feel the electric charges going down the arms and the legs, just like
ours is going to be freezing cold, but we don't have snow right now. Here in Ohio, it's like like a regular day. Like I can go out there in a sweater, in a shirt.
Yeah,
It's not
same.
even that cold.
Same.
But it's we're expecting it to be really cold February 25th, but without the snow.
Yeah. Wow.
Because like we still have parts of the river that have ice on them, but the majority of the river is just flowing like regular.
Damn, dude. I did want to tell people real quick about this comedy show this Thursday. I'm going to be in at a silent meditation, but in Whitby in Canada, in Ontario, there's this comedy show on Thursday. Incredible lineup. Every comic is a banger on it. This is Lenny Corrado, great guy. I've been doing comedy with this guy for years. Hilarious. Jordan Brown, so funny. I cut this clip together last week, and the headliner is Adrian Fish. It's going to be this Thursday at Brock Street Brewing in Whitby, Ontario. If y'all are in Ontario, go check out the show. It's going to be a banger. There's links and everything on my Instagram page, so just go over there, check it out. And there's also links in the comment section below for this, for my meditation, and for my Instagram page. Yeah, everything's in the comment section below, so make sure you guys check it out.
I got a question for you.
Tell me.
I have a question for you. Have you heard much about the Rage Against the War Machine rally that's supposed to be happening February 19th?
Yeah, I mean, I just watched. I love Jimmy Dore. I watch so many Jimmy Dore clips, and like it's God's work, man. He's really taking the charge on it. I'm very proud of him, and him and his whole crew, man. I love them. Him and Aaron Mate and all them guys. Like it's crazy, like how people are so brainwashed, and like they're not getting any kind of like mainstream respect. It's not.
Well, I got some tea to spill about that. So, apparently within the leftist community, well, the anti-war left, because you still have like the left that are preaching all this bullcrap, but within the anti-war left, it's a huge split and a divide because
it is a big divide now because the left is so pro-war machine, man. It's nuts. There's no anti-war. Basically, only Republicans are anti-war now.
Well, we also have like the anti-war left, which is like Jimmy Dore, people like the Combo Couch, people like we would say like my team at Fearlessly on indie news media and stuff like that. But basically, there's a huge divide and a fight because half of the people are saying that the Rage Against the War machine is it's really a political farce because the people who are running it are with MPP, and a lot of people don't trust the People's Party. They really don't trust Nick Brana, and Nick Brana is handling the money. And not only that, like a lot of people, like they love Jimmy Dore. He's a speaker. They love him there. It was Chris Hedges is supposed to be a speaker. They love him there. But they also invited
I want to
other
go
people,
to that.
like Scott Ritter, which a lot of people are divisive against. They call him, a pedophile, and they say that he's a convicted sex felon.
Crazy how that happened with Scott Ritter. Like this thing came out of him being like, was he a pedophile or was he trying to like hook up?
Well, basically what happened was there's on two occasions that he was caught sexting and webcamming female. One he's that are supposed to be of younger age. Both of them were through a sting operation. They weren't really minors. So his first conviction, it was kind of like he
got busted like one of those shows.
Yeah, he definitely got busted. They caught him like jerking off on webcam and stuff. But the female he thought was a minor, she really wasn't. So they really couldn't bust him too much on it, but they still charged him. Right. He had to register as a sex offender, but it's not like regular sex offenders where within an allotted time he can drop from the sex offender registry. And then now, which hasn't been proven, but it's a big so-called investigation of him sexting a 13-year-old.
It almost sounds like he's got a perversion in him, and he's controlling it by not really doing it that bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not to say it's okay at all, but some of these
playing devil's advocate. Devil's advocate, the whole split with Scott Ritter, like people like Jimmy Dore and stuff, they don't believe into it. People like the Combo Couch, or bitch with Comrade Misty.
Yeah, they don't believe it. They think it's
They don't believe it. They believe it's a
because the CIA
CIA
does
op.
that. The CIA
They
does
believe
that.
that's a
CIA does
CIA op.
that. They did it to they did it to the other guy. Dude, I was watching a great thing about how they just do that. They just like they like this guy was reading the emails back and forth, and it was like a CIA guy being like, okay, so this guy supports Julian Assange, and we can get evidence on him that he's a child molester. So let's use that and blackmail him, and then he won't talk about it. Like that's like a common thing. They get people kicked out, or they just send you the blackmail. They're like, hey, we're gonna make it look like you're a child molester if you don't shut up.
Well, the whole thing that gives credence to their belief that it's a CIA op is like when he was first caught. I mean, he was speaking out against the Afghanistan war and the so-called weapons of mass destruction when he was an inspector, and he was very outspoken. And then boom, he gets hit with this pedophile charge. And then now he's very outspoken, joining people like Jackson Hinkle, joining Jimmy Dore, and speaking out against the Ukraine war. And boom, he gets hit with a pedophile charge.
Dude, pedophile. Dude, it's hard to be a peace activist. Peace activism is hated, dude. People hate you. People think you're a piece of shit. You're a scumbag. You're like, people think you're a pussy, and then people think you're like dangerous for the country, and like it's okay to attack you like that. That's so sad, dude.
Now here's my issue with Scott Ritter.
Yeah.
My issue with Scott Ritter is recently he was on Twitter, and he was invited to be a speaker for the Rage Against the War Machine rally. Then they took him off because a lot of people were complaining about him, and then they put him back on. And when they put him back on, he made a tweet saying, "Yay, I'm back here for the rally." And then a guy said, "Well, at least the message is going to be anti-war." And he came out and said, I've never claimed to be anti-war. That's not like what I'm claiming. So my little issue is how you're going to be the speaker for an anti-war rally and say that you're not anti-war. But I also understand, I was speaking with Craig Pasta from the Convo Couch, and what he was explaining to me was, he was saying that it's not so much that he's not anti-war. The issue is he's saying he's not anti-war because he believes in war for peace, like defensive war. He just doesn't believe in offensive war.
Oh, right.
So I could kind of understand. Yeah. So I could kind of understand and stuff like that. Plus, his background, he definitely has shown to be against war. He's spoken out against Afghanistan. He's spoken out against Iraq and Libya, and he's speaking out now against Ukraine. Yeah.
They need it, man. Like, they need people speaking out against it because they're basically too stupid to know. Like they think that like, no, you got to do it. I mean, what are you stupid? Then Putin's going to take over. You know that? Putin take it. Like,
yeah. And the whole thing with that also is they also have other speakers there, like Tulsi Gabbard, who was very vehement about, war with the Middle East. She was kind of pushing that.
She's cool.
But
she's cool.
I'm not.
She just gets hated by like Democrats, by liberals.
Well, the whole thing that I have, I'm not going to condemn Rage Against the War machine, because I also understand that you need these big names like Tulsi Gabbard, like Scott Ritter, because they bring eyes. And if this rally is about awareness, you're going to need more popular people to show up.
Yeah.
To speak, But they're trying to say that there's people from Proud Boys coming in to speak or something like that. I don't know. That hasn't been verified by me, but that's what people are saying. Like they're having people from like the Proud Boys or something like that show up.
I can't imagine, but maybe. Why would they? But they're violent. They go to places.
Well, the whole thing is right now the right is basically the voice for anti-war. They're really not anti-war. They just want us to pivot towards China instead of fighting with Russia. Right. But the right for right now is anti-war. So
basically, like we don't have an anti-war.
They're trying to say we bring in everybody. It's not just who believes in our ideology.
So are you working with them? No.
I'm helping out a lot with the Convo Couch with Fiorella Isabella and Craig Pasta, and I'm also helping out with Comrade Misty. So I tweet a lot about it, but I also understand because like I'm with the Fearlessly Authentic podcast, and that's with Lucky Burrito and Steve Cutler, and they're vehemently against Rage Against the War rally. They believe that it's a political psyop, and they think that anything that Nick Brana touches is a scam.
Nick Brana.
So,
Oh wow.
So,
but you think Jimmy
so
Dore would
like
get involved
within
in that?
my, it's like a civil war within my own team.
That's too bad though. But that's too bad when like the left team is like it has an inner fight. But isn't Jimmy Dore like legit? Like, Jimmy Dore's legit, no?
Jimmy Dore, there's nobody in the anti-war left that speaks bad on Jimmy Dore.
Right.
It's mainly like the pro-NATO left and the people like
exactly,
Vosh.
right? Like the anti-war people are like they're with it, and
they're hard. They're hard on Jimmy Dore.
Do you think Medea Benjamin will go, or like those people? Like,
well, I don't know, because one second she's saying that she's gonna be there, the next second she's saying she's not showing up, then she's saying she is. So she's kind of on the fence as to whether or not she's going to be a speaker.
Huh. That's amazing. But you might go, or you're.
Oh, I can't make it, but I'm promoting it a lot, and I've done a lot. I've done a lot of fundraisings to help with the donations.
But you're promoting it, but you're in a podcast with some people who are like, no, it's a psyop. So do they give you shit?
Yeah.
Is it like
they don't understand why I would still back it, but I'm gonna be 100% honest. If Misty is backing it, I trust her implicitly. If she's like the head of the Free Assange movement.
Why do they think it's a psyop? Like what's their thing for psyop?
Because they believe that Nick Brana's first off, Nick Brana's allegedly accused of sexual misconduct. It hasn't been proven. They haven't brought it to court, so it's all still alleged.
Oh my
but
God.
that's kind of what broke up the People's Party. It's kind of what broke up the People's Party.
Yeah.
So there's like a lot of kind of infighting with that, and then they also believe that with Nick Brana bringing in these speakers, like people from the right and people like Tulsi Gabbard, people like Scott Ritter, they're like, oh, it's not really going to be a rally against the war. But my thing is, you can't really sit there and say it's not going to, like, it doesn't matter who the speakers are. What matters is the message they push out.
Yeah.
So you can't sit there and denounce it without listening to the message.
Yeah, the message is tight, man. I mean, the message is, if Jimmy Dore's like seems like the main act, it's like
Jimmy Dore's going to be there. Chris Hedges is going to be there. You know what I mean? Like,
have respect.
You know what I mean? So like, if these people are going to be there, it's obviously like it has a good message.
And also, like, okay, this guy, right? He did a terrible thing, let's say, in the past, but now he's putting together this peace rally, and it's like, do you have to be associated with every single thing he did? I mean, it's like people who say like, how could you support McDonald's? They're doing this, or like, how could you support iPhone? They're making these phones and it's abusing all these people. It's like, we don't go that far with everything else. Do we have to cut off the entire rally because the guy who's the producer of it? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It depends how far. It depends if it's true and how far it goes, I guess. But and if he's using the rally as cover, but it seems like everyone's doing the rally as like, this is
there's some legit voices there, and that's why I personally don't want to give in and be like, oh, this, and condemn this rally. I still believe that it has a positive message.
Nick Brana should come out with a video saying like, hey everyone, did I do sexual assault? Yeah. Did I fraud a bunch of people? Fuck yeah. But I also believe in anti-war shit, and this is 100% above board. You can look at the numbers. Fuck you. Honestly, that's what he's got. That'll get the credibility, and people will be like, okay, you know what?
Well, Nick denies it completely.
He denies what?
Nick denies it completely. Nick denies it completely.
He denies
it's more like a he said, she said.
Well, then why do they
think
like
Nick is?
How do they know that Nick's not a victim of a CIA psyop too? That CIA trying to make him look bad?
Because the person that that is accusing him is a female that worked for the People's Party. Also, she was high up.
Fine,
so the whole situation with that is they're on this always believe the victim type thing, and I just feel like there's not enough evidence to prove whether she did or didn't. I don't know. I can't say he didn't. I can't say he did. I just feel like I feel like the message of the rally is much bigger than a single person.
The cause is so
Yeah.
important. Anti-war is so important. The culture needs anti-war. They need. I'm not even saying like it's necessarily like just don't help Ukraine. Like I support. Obviously, Ukraine is righteous in that fight. They deserve support. They deserve help. They you know, whatever. It would be best for them, honestly, if they negotiated. I think it would be best for everyone if they negotiated. And the idea that the Americans are blocking peace negotiations with Russia is fucking pathetic, man. It's unacceptable. And bombing the Nord Stream. I mean, I don't know if there's necessarily proof. Like I saw the new proof that came out that the Nord Stream 2 was bombed by the Americans. Like the guy doesn't have any documents.
Yeah, with
But he
Tsai.
basically talked to a CIA guy, right?
Yeah, with Tsai. The whole thing is he's a Pulitzer Prize winning journalist.
He's a great journalist.
And he didn't get smeared like until after he started speaking about Nord Stream. Once that started happening, Wikipedia quickly changed to him being a phony journalist, or he's speaking in
Why is Wikipedia doing this fucking war propaganda?
because they're all run by the government. They all listen to
Aaron
the-
Mate on like Gray Zone and Aaron Mate on Wikipedia, it says that they're like Russian
because he spoke out. Beyond that, they say that he used
It says he's-
propaganda for
he's known
Assad
to
because he
spread-
spoke out against the gas attacks.
That's so ridiculous.
But
They're
it only
known to
happened.
spread the Gray Zone. It says they're known to spread Russian disinformation.
Yeah.
Disinformation. That's their
And the thing-
Wikipedia. It's like fucking Wikipedia. You're supposed to be unbiased. Like just say it's so bullshit, dude. Yo, great chatting, man. Dude, the colitis, I gotta figure out something. I don't know, but I'm going to meditation retreat tomorrow, 10 days silent. I think it'll give me some kind of superpowers. And
Hit me up. I'm a sufferer just like you. I could give you, and I've got some time with it, so
yeah,
I could give a little bit of insight on my history. I do want to plug in for everybody with my team, Fearlessly Authentic. If you guys are in Ohio, or if you guys just want to help out,
yo, what's Fearlessly Authentic? Let me pull that up.
look up Lucky Burrito on YouTube.
Okay.
And
I
that's
think
the
I left a
main.
comment under that video.
What was that?
I think I left a comment under one of these under like or like I watched the podcast you guys were doing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This is it. Fearlessly Authentic podcast. Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, that's definitely it. We're there all the time. You'll catch us like in the chat bar, or sometimes I'll jump on stream with them. But that's my whole team. It's them. It's also Steve Cutler live. We got Drewski as well. It's a bunch of different, but we all have our own. They all have their own YouTube channels. So if there's like any infighting or anything like that, like, and they want to split away from the team, one person owns. Yeah, those are the people.
Steve
That
Cutler live.
Jason Rodriguez just joined in. We also have Savage Joy. That she's great. Drizzle Skank is great. Jimmy Dore's not part of our team, but he definitely works with us. It's okay. Jimmy Dore is usually too busy. He doesn't usually work with us, but we usually work with his wife, Steph.
Oh, really? So he's doing
yeah.
real activism with you guys.
Well, he helped promote my donations for February 20th that we're doing in Canton.
Man,
we
Jimmy
already
Dore
raised.
is
We already
fucking
raised.
good. I love everything he's doing. I watch I'm maybe watching too much, but it's a lot. It's so good. Oh,
I love them. I love them. They help out so much. They do so, and they don't ask for anything. They don't ask for no funds. They don't ask for literally nothing. They're just like, hey, yeah, we got your back.
Dude, I love it. Oh, wow. So they're just helping you out as activists.
Yep.
That's amazing, dude. That's great, dude. That's good that you're making inroads with them. That's perfect. Seems like a great guy. I mean, seems like actually like a scary guy. Like if you said the wrong opinion, he might be like, what the fuck? Shut up. Like he could yell at you. Jimmy Dore, but
he's more animated. Like the couple times that I have had conversations with him, most of the time I just talk to him through text. But the few times that I was able to talk to him like through webcam and stuff like that, He talks like a regular person. He's more animated when he's on stream,
Yeah.
but like he'll just be like, "Yeah, your history's wrong on that. You need to do some research."
Yeah. No. I mean, whatever, man. He's passionate. He gets.
He tries
I
to
just think
teach you. He tries to teach a lot, though.
He does. Yeah.
He's-
No, he's a great guy, man. He's a great guy. Yo, thank
Definitely
you.
a teacher.
What's
Oh
up?
yeah, so let me give these plugs. First off, Rage Against the War, War Machine, February 19th in DC.
Yeah.
Any donations help. You can check
Yo,
them out on
let me grab it.
rageagainstthewarmachine.com. Another one is on February 20th. Me and my team are going to Canton, Ohio. We already raised $20,000 of our own wealth. We're buying jackets, clothing, socks, toys, food, paying people's rent, renting out motels for a week for the homeless, and the only assistance we really need, we don't want any donations. The only assistance we really need is help identifying the poor in Canton, Ohio. So if you're out there in Ohio, you could come meet us at the Walmart parking lot at 12 p.m. on February 20th, and February 25th in Akron, doing the polar bear plunge. If you guys want to come by, you can register online if you want to jump. If you don't want to jump, come by, record, have fun. We'll have food, snacks, everything like that. So
Wow. So you're organizing the cold dip plunge too?
well, I'm part of the team. I'm part of one of the teams that are going to be jumping in the river.
Wow, dude, that's great, dude. You're doing like all this activism. You're doing like activism. You're basically doing good karmas for the community, and
I mean, you remember the first time we ever did the raising money, we raised $15,000 on Christmas between my friends and I, and we were able to help people, and I kind of got addicted with that. We tried it again for New Year's. We were able to raise $20.
The website. Tell me the website. You
What, the polar bear
gotta bring
plunge?
me into this stuff, dude. I want to work with you on this. This is
Well,
actually God's work. This is actually most important karma you can do.
helping the poor tour. You can just meet up on my Twitter, because we don't have a website for that. It's just a group of friends and I. We put money together and we try to help people.
Okay, that's on your Twitter. Okay, cool.
But Polar Bear Club, the Polar Bear Plunge, I can send you the link, but it's basically Polar Bear Plunge in Akron, Ohio. If you Google that, you should be able to find it. They have a Facebook called the Polar Bear Plunge as well.
Mine is called Polar Plunge to Presence. Mine's called Polar Plunge to Presence, and it's basically like a meditation guru that I go to. Great guy, dude. He's an incredible teacher. Polar Bear Plunge, Ohio. But we
Akron, AKON, Akron, Ohio.
AKRON.
ON. Oh yeah, RON, Akron.
Polar Bear. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm seeing that one, but yo, you know what I do see is your app. Oh my God, I went to the suspended one.
Oh, okay. So actually, you can get the link for the Polar Bear Plunge if you go on my Twitter and look at the pinned comment. The pinned comment has everything on there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to your Twitter actually. Follow this man, people. Follow this man. He's doing God's work. This is Applejack back from the attack. $100 bills.
That's the back from the attacks, because obviously my last Twitter got suspended.
Jesus.
Permanently. That very first comment.
Just for doing God's work.
No, but the very first, that one. That first comment up there. You see it? That one. Click on that. No, down. Bring it down. There.
Here?
There. Where it says join us from the Fearlessly Authentic. If you click that, the whole thread, if you go all the way to the bottom, that's the link for the Polar Bear Pledge.
Wow, dude.
That's where you can register it.
This is the fundraise.givesmart.com. Wow, Polar Bear Plunge. Dude, I love doing Polar Bear Plunge. But we call it a cold ice. It's like ice. It's cold, right? It's polar.
Well, it's cold. It's cold. It's basically to fight for hunger. And then we're doing the tour to help the poor. It's a helping the poor tour is what it's called. And that's just me and a couple friends. We put our own money together, and we ask the community to help us identify the poor.
Wow, dude, this is important work.
We don't want no donations.
So we
made it 20,000. Right? Yep.
You raised 20,000, but this is your group?
Oh, Where?
This polar plunge.
No, that's the fight against hunger. That's a different corporation that we're working with, and we have our own team, the Fearlessly Authentic team, that's gonna jump into the river.
Oh,
And we
right.
have other
You're one of
people.
the teams. Amazing. Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, each
But
team
if you
raises
do-
money. I get it. Dude, that's sick, man. Dude, you're doing God's work. We got to talk about this. We got to talk about doing activism. I got it. Yeah, no,
Hey,
it's important to do activism. It's great.
Listen, the fact that you're letting me get on here and talk about it is helping me more than anybody knows, because awareness is the main goal.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, it's great. Thanks for coming, man. Great chatting with you as always.
Definitely. Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks, Habibi.
Colitis solutions, and
Definitely hit me up.
yeah, and I have meditation every Sunday. This Sunday, I'm going to be gone. I'm at Vipassana Silent Meditation Retreat, becoming more powerful to help better serve you, the community. And but normally Sundays 9 p.m. I have meditation. There's a sign up for that, and then I have live shows coming up all over Ontario. I'm doing a lot more stand up. I want to do a comedy. I got to do a comedy special. You know what I mean? Like
I seen you getting it in with that dance.
Yeah. On Instagram. Yeah, no, dude. The Just Dance,
Yeah,
Just Dance is
you were
very
killing it.
powerful. I love it. Yeah,
You were
thanks,
killing it.
Thanks, dude. Yeah,
5
no,
stars.
I got to do more videos. Yeah, dude. It's great. It's a great game, dude. Yeah, we got to figure out how to do a fundraiser through Just Dance. Like do the dance. Like
Hey.
each dance is like $5 or something.
I'll get in there. I'll get in
we
there.
gotta do it. We got anti-war dance instead of fighting. It's like
Oh, that would be so cool.
like a Just Dance anti-war thing. That would be amazing, dude. We got to do that. We'll talk
yeah.
soon. Yeah, I got to pack and stuff
Definitely.
to go, but we'll let's talk again when I get back.
I definitely.
All right, buddy. Peace.
All right.
Thanks everyone for watching.
Love you, Habibi. Be safe.
Love you, man. Peace.